What's up everybody, Chase back with LiboMind.com, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a WeBull app review for everybody that's thinking or wanting to start investing in the stock market in the near future. This is a great app in order to do that. Or if you guys are just wanting to pretty much sign up and get the free stocks, you guys can do that too just by watching this entire video all the way through. Now, if you guys are new to my channel and haven't seen any of my other videos, I'm definitely going to try to start making more videos like this in the near future. So the best way to stay updated is by subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to click that like button below. That way we can also send this video out into the YouTube universe. That way I also know too that this video is something that you guys want to see for my channel and are talking about stocks, investing, and more stuff like that in the future. So for everybody that doesn't know what WeBull is, it's pretty much an app that you guys can get, and it's a free trading platform that allows us to buy, sell, and trade stock for zero commission. Now this is probably one of the biggest competitors to Robinhood, which is another app and trading platform that allows us to buy and sell stock for zero commission. So if you guys are wanting to start investing in the stock market, this is a good way or a good app to use if you guys are thinking about doing that in the near future. And I'm going to explain why in this video. Into investing some of my own money in WeBull was mainly because of the sign up bonus that WeBull does give out to new people that are signing up. Now I got 2 free stocks that were valued around $1,000 to $1,400 just from signing up. So this is a great option if you guys want to sign up and are wanting free stocks, and I can show you guys later in this video on how to get those free stocks just from signing up. Alright, so if you guys are wanting those free stocks, you do have to use someone else's referral link. Just because it does fall under the referral program is the only way that they are able to give out these special offers and special bonuses and free stocks and stuff like that. There's a ton of prizes out there on the app you guys can do more research about in other videos, but in order to get those 2 free stocks, you do have to use someone else's referral link, and it is a win-win for both of us. If you do, you guys can use that referral link in my description below, and we'll both get free stocks. So you guys do not have to use that referral link, but this is the way in order to get those 2 free stocks that WeBull does offer, and it's just pretty much a win-win for both of us. And it's pretty much like free money just for signing up. But the next 2 ways in order to get those stocks are that you do have to be a new user and open up an account with WeBull. So once you do that, you will receive a free stock within a few days, business days after opening your account. The next way to get that second free stock is pretty much you have to deposit $100 of your own into WeBull, into your account that you just opened. When you do those 2 things, you do get 2 free stocks. Now, overall, this is not my primary way of investing. I have done this and just kind of dabbled with it in the past, but I've been using WeBull now for about 2 months, and overall, I really like it. But my primary way of investing has been over the past 6 years, since I was in the Marine Corps, has primarily been in index funds. Index funds pretty much invest into a fund that covers all of the top companies in the United States. So I have like an equal share of all of those, and I'm not just putting all my money into one stock. So overall, it's more diversified, and overall outperforms investing in individual stocks over the long run. So that's why I've invested in index funds. Now, my future planning for investing, obviously I'm going to dabble with WeBull and Robinhood a little bit more, as well as continue the index fund investing, but I'm primarily going to start investing in business as well as real estate investing, just because I find that that's going to help me more in my investing career, mainly because it's more tangible assets that I can acquire and do investing with. Rather than just investing in paper, which I have primarily done in the past with WeBull, Robinhood, as well as other apps like Betterment, Acorn, stuff like that, and then index funds. That's all paper investing, and I've primarily kind of want to get out of that side of paper investing just because I've done that so much in the past. So I kind of want to like reach out into other ways that are more that are better as well to pretty much invest in, that gives you a more tangible asset in the long run. All right, so for the rest of the review, I'm going to show you guys what 2 stocks that I got, why I ultimately sold them, why I did that, which ones I sold, and what I'm going to do with that money, and the pros and cons of investing with WeBull, as well as the things that I love about WeBull and the things that I don't love about WeBull, and just more things about the app in general. But the main reason why I'm making this video is in order to help you guys kind of make a decision if WeBull is the right app that you guys want to use in investing. If you guys are wanting to invest in the stock market, it's pretty much a great app to use. There's obviously that sign up bonus, which kind of makes it lucrative for you guys to sign up, as well as to kind of stay with WeBull over the long run. This is going to be my honest review, and I intend it to be completely honest with you guys in order to help you guys make an informed decision if this is something that you guys want to do and invest your money in. So overall, WeBull is not paying me to make this video because I just feel like that's kind of insincere with you guys, just because, like, why would I be making a good review or a bad review if they're kind of influencing my decision and my opinions about giving out a review for you guys. So like I said, this review, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, and that way you guys can pretty much have something for your guys' reference. So the first thing I like about WeBull is, if you guys haven't already could tell, is obviously the free stocks that you get from signing up. So that's the main thing that I like about WeBull, as well as the referral program that they have. That's the first thing that I like about WeBull, and it's really cool since this company is just now coming up, and it's still a relatively new company, and it's just trying to get users, and the best way to do that is by giving them incentives to join the program. And I overall see that they're going to keep this referral program as well as incentives kind of to join, as well as more prizes, rewards, and stuff like that by other ways in the app, just to make and keep users over the long run. The next best thing that I like about WeBull, though, is the paper trading. So ultimately, if I was just now starting off investing, I would not want to invest my own money right off the bat to learn and pretty much put my money out there and possibly lose it all. Now, the stock market is a very volatile thing to pretty much invest in, so you do need to know what you're doing. So if you know what you're doing, that ultimately cuts back a lot of the risk of losing your own money in investing. So as long as you guys know what you're doing, that kind of cuts back on risk, and at least you know what you're kind of doing and you know what to expect. Now, with that said, you also should, the amount of money that you are okay with investing, you should be okay with potentially losing that money. Now, paper trading is pretty much like practicing investing with virtual money, and WeBull does this and allows you guys to pretty much invest virtual money into the stock market without putting up and investing your own money and potentially losing it or making money. So overall, paper trading, I think, is one of the second best thing that comes to WeBull, and that will allow you guys to kind of like get a feel for what the app's like, what investing is like, and stuff like that over the long run. So with paper trading, this allows you to dabble with investing virtual money into the stock market. So in order to get to paper trading, you pretty much pull up your app, and then you go to the menu button in the bottom right corner, and then you go to paper trading, and pretty much now you have a net worth of $1 million, and you're pretty much done and set for the rest of your life. So I wish it was that easy, but this pretty much just gets you to paper trading and to allow you guys to practice and play with that virtual money on WeBull. Now, WeBull, I think, is probably one of the only apps that allows you guys to utilize paper trading. So I really like this feature on the app, and it's something that you guys can use before investing your own money. Now, another thing about paper trading that I like is that you guys can pretty much use all the same analytics tools, references, and stuff like that when investing with that paper money and virtual money in the stock market. So this is overall a great feature to utilize. And they also do offer a competition for paper trading, and you guys do have the potential to make some extra money from prizes and stuff like that, rewards just from that competition. if you guys want to look more into that on the app if you guys sign up. Now, with everything I've covered so far, this is ultimately not going to help you become a day trader, just because in order to become a day trader, you do have to have level 2 software, which is a very expensive software to get in order to become an actual day trader and get those real-time or 1 to 5 seconds updates from the stock market. So with that said, WeBull does not offer right at the moment level 2 software for its customers. So what level 2 software allows us to do is pretty much get real-time updates from the stock market of what's happening. And this is a great software if you guys want to become day traders, but it is really expensive, and you hopefully know what you're doing, or you should know what you're doing if you're trying to do that for your investing. Overall, you're pretty much the one who's making decisions and are risking your own money if you guys are wanting to do that. So WeBull does not offer that level 2 software right at the moment, so you guys can expect probably anywhere from a 15-minute delay just in real-time stock prices on the app, just because it's basic stock prices. So that kind of sums up my review on paper trading in the WeBull app. I overall really like it, and it pretty much allows you guys to practice with free money and allows you guys the access of all those free tools and stuff. Now, the next feature that I'm going to talk about briefly is the calendar feature. I haven't dabbled with this too much, but it allows you guys to see the earning reports of many of the companies that you have the potential to invest in with WeBull. So overall, you can just go through all those earning reports and kind of make a decision if that's something you guys want to invest in for that specific company. And this will allow you guys to see how that company is doing and if that company is cash flowing currently or not. So this is pretty much a great tool to use. Another feature on WeBull that I'm going to talk about is the dividend reports. I haven't really talked or dived too much into this either. So overall, it's also kind of like basic reports telling you about the dividends that those companies pretty much give you. Now, I don't really use the dividend reports just because I just kind of invested here and there in a few stocks, and then those stocks do give out dividends, but I'm okay with holding that money in those stocks for the long run. So I haven't really dabbled too much with the dividend reports as well, but it is something to potentially research more on the app if you guys want to. All right, the next thing I'm going to talk about is IPOs. There's a ton of information out there on IPOs, which stand for initial public offering. It's pretty much like when that company decides to go public, people can now invest in that stock publicly. And overall, I think IPOs, most of them are great, but I typically won't recommend that just when you are investing with WeBull, especially if you're just starting out, mainly just because there's just a lot of hype behind IPOs launch when they become public. So most of the time they just don't meet expectations of their investors, as well as like the people that are running it. They just don't meet their expectations and mainly are just succeeding up to that point just because of the hype from that launch. So that's why I don't really recommend going too much into IPOs unless if you do a lot more research. But with that also said, there is a ton of information on WeBull that I don't use, mainly just because it's not or relevant to my specific investing goals and situation for myself. So the 2 stocks that I got for free were Groupon and ISBC, which is Investors Bancorp. Next thing I'm going to do is to go over the reasons why I sold those stocks after I shortly received them. And the main reason was that I ultimately didn't want my money in those 2 stocks, mainly just because they're free, and those 2 companies I was just unfamiliar with. Another reason why I sold both of those stocks was mainly because I just didn't see the point of holding those 2 stocks for the long run. Obviously, Groupon is kind of like falling a little behind than it used to be, mainly just because there's a lot of other online services out there, and many people are just not using Groupon as much as they used to for planning their specific events. I mean, it's still such a great company. I just wasn't really wanting to keep my money there with the free stocks that I got with that. The reasons why I didn't want to go or keep my money with Investors Bancorp was mainly just because I didn't know a lot about Investors Bancorp before getting that free stock. So I mainly just kind of wanted to get that trade that stock in. Now, the companies that I've mainly gone with are kind of companies that I feel like will do better, especially right now, and kind of rebound back once things kind of go back to normal, which is ExxonMobil, Murphy Oil, and some others. But those are the two stocks that I currently have right at the moment. I'm currently watching companies like Visa, Wells Fargo, American Express, what else? RSDA, which is pretty much the oil company that Shell is known for, but that's like the drilling side of the company. Mainly companies that have proven to have cash flow over the long run, as well as companies that will be sticking around for the long term as well. Ultimately, I want to invest my money in places that will ultimately make me money, but those are kind of just the things that I'm looking at as well as investing in. So that kind of sums up what I sold, why I sold them, and the companies I am looking at and currently have. But that's just me speculatively kind of looking here and there, as well as just I chose to dabble and put some money in those companies. Overall, I feel like you should do a lot more research on your end before you start investing your own money. Going back to WeBull though, as an app review. So WeBull, I really like the company in general. Overall, it has a really good structure and it's a fairly new company. It's only been around for 2 years now. They just announced their 2nd year anniversary earlier this year. So overall, they really listen to a lot of the customers that sign up and really take their ideas and thoughts and kind of apply it to the company. One thing I really wish they would do is fractional shares, which pretty much allows you to invest an amount of money less than the stocks that you ultimately want. And that kind of sums up my review for today. I talked about a lot of different things and features that WeBull does offer and that I really like and don't like as well. So hopefully this is an honest review and my intentions were to be completely honest with you. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did, please click that like button below. That way we can send this video out into the YouTube universe, hopefully one day. And that way I can also make more videos about this topic and investing, as well as stocks and stuff like that in the future. And if you guys want to see that stuff, more of that kind of stuff, definitely click the subscribe button as well. That way you guys can stay updated in the future when I make more videos about WeBull, about Robinhood, and about investing in general, business, military stuff, and just overall a lot of other things that you guys would possibly want to see in the future that are fun to me and are fun to talk about. With all that said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next video.